Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Manny and Sean Experience podcast. On this episode, we're going to talk a little pop culture, a little like travel news, and whatever we can pull up on our phones in the hour we have you with us. So stick around, stay tuned.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Manny and Sean Experience. This is
Manny.
And I'm Sean. You did that catch you by surprise.
Well, I mean, I usually start that because I'm Manny, you're Sean, so it makes sense for me to go first. But sure, whatever, you do what you want.
Yeah, but
you got to produce one episode now. All of a sudden, you run the world.
Okay, when I produced that episode, you told me to start the thing, and so like I started the thing, and you still had to introduce yourself. So like,
anyway, friends, how is everyone doing out there? Are we surviving, living the day,
living
the moment,
the dream,
living per moment? No, everybody's on a different stage of living.
You're right. Some people are dead.
Yes, that is part of life.
I'm just saying. Anyway, how are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. We've reached another end of the week. How about that last interview we had last week with Lupe Dragon?
It was great. I had a great time talking to her. Love her music. I am happy to be introduced and helping introduce her to other people.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a great episode. We hope you'll go check that out. I just needed to say that because that was part of my week, enjoying that interview.
Oh.
How are things around the bayou for you?
Am I Tiana? Why am I in a bayou?
Yeah, I said I was going to try to change it up every
time. Things are good.
Going down the bayou.
It's been a good week. Work has been work, as always. Some sparks of joy this week for things that I can't say on the podcast, but I'm excited about. Also, I got an award at work.
Is that official? Can you say that?
I can.
Okay. Did you get a letter or something?
No, my manager called me and told me.
Okay.
So,
well, is that public news?
I mean, it will be by the time this comes out.
Okay, great. Well, congratulations on your award.
So yeah, that was a highlight of the week and totally brightened my day. Because at times I can be a little hard on myself and worry about, the things like we all do. We all get hard on ourselves.
Sure, yeah. I think every academic session I have at work, I was terrible.
Right.
So, and about 60% say I am, but that's
okay. But then we know those are not true. So yeah, it was just good to be recognized, not only by her, but like
the company
and leadership chiming in. So yeah.
Congratulations. Our very own podcast host. We're going to insert applause, but I'm going to act like I'm applauding. And if you're not watching on video, you just, whatever the hell are they talking about again? Anyways, are we ready to jump into the mix?
No.
All right, let's sit here for a few minutes. Gather your coffee, tea.
I'm kidding.
All right,
let's get into the mixtape.
You're in the mix.
And welcome into the mixtape.
Yeah.
Little ASMR for you. No?
Sure. ASMR, I don't get it. It's not for me personally. But I can see why people enjoy it.
Sure. I mean, whatever's for everybody. I don't understand it. Especially the way I just phrased that.
Yeah, because I was like, what did you say?
But yeah, I mean, if you like it, I love it for you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it, but is it, how are you doing out there? That kind of like.
Yeah, like Ralph Anthony has a good ASMR voice.
He does. From the Scream Queer podcast.
Yeah. But then some
friend
people
of the
just like
pod.
to hear like people squishing squishy things like watermelon or
Watermelon.
chicken. What?
Did you say watermelon or watermelon?
I said watermelon.
Okay. Roll tape.
Roll your tapes back. What did I say? Roll your tapes back. Roll them back. What did I say? Roll them back. What did I say?
Whatever. They just like to hear like squishy sounds, and then there's some people that like
People that like to hear like nails on the counter.
Yeah.
And somebody out there making a good money on OnlyFans.
Different strokes for different folks.
And I applaud you on those entrepreneurship activities.
I'll make an OnlyFans if all I had to do was squeeze some watermelon.
I don't know. Watermelon's expensive nowadays.
I mean, if you charging right, you can buy a lot of watermelon.
That's true, yeah. And just cut it and like, okay, we're just getting too far down this road.
Sorry.
Welcome back to the mixtape. This is episode 67.
Nope.
68.
Mm-hmm.
My notes say 67. Did I not update things?
I guess you did not.
Oh, I sure did. Good job, Manny. Oh, no. I just have lots of podcast stuff in my phone, and episode 68 is not at the top for whatever reason.
Got it.
But anyways, if you are here with us, by now you would have known, potentially, that Ariana Grande. Wait, doesn't she say that in a specific way? Not Grande.
I don't remember.
I think it's Ariana Grande.
I think I heard it that way, and that's the correct pronunciation, but everyone just calls it her Grande.
Yeah, like the coffee cup at Starbucks.
Yeah.
But you may not know she has a brand new album. She had a single released, February of this year?
Yeah.
That was called Yes and ?
Yes.
Which a lot of people are wondering, like, which direction is Ariana going for this album? Because it sounded a little house music-y, inspirational to some Madonna vibes.
Yeah. The single definitely gave me house music, Madonna 80s vibe, which, I mean, Beyonce had just done a whole house album.
She did.
I mean, it was entirely house, but you already know what I mean.
Drake.
Honestly, never mind. Is the name of his album.
I will continuously bring that up.
And what people did. I'm kidding. But yeah, we were wondering, like, where is she going to go on this album?
Yeah.
To me, and maybe y'all think differently, let me know in the comments. Or if you're on Spotify, let me know in the Q&A section. I feel like artists have like their perfect album. And that album is one that resonates with you. It is one where you can listen to it front to back without skipping any tracks. And for me, that was Thank You Next for Ariana Grande.
I would agree with that, with the Thank You Next.
Yes.
And artists in general.
Yes. So when I saw the promo for this album, she had released a YouTube video where she was talking to her record label. So a bunch of execs and other people, and they were listening to the album and they were like bleeping out names of songs or whatever. But like they hyped it as being a mix of Sweetener and Thank You Next, which made me excited for it, but also a little hesitant because Sweetener is not my fave.
No.
But I do love the body of work that is Thank You Next.
Yes, I agree. So, yeah. So we were all left to wonder, what is she doing?
Right.
And I also have to say that I think I forgot about some of the situations she has gone through, like her divorce.
Mhm.
She's dating somebody new.
Which people are alleging that she stole from another woman, but who knows?
Well, I mean, one of her songs on the album isn't helping. But so today, the album
Eternal Sunshine.
Eternal Sunshine has come out. Today, March 8th, Friday. You'll be listening to this on a Wednesday. So maybe you've had the opportunity to listen and you're going to think through what we have to say about the album. I don't know. Pause. Are we going to try to embed music or no?
I can try.
Because I kind of wanted to. Anyways. So I should act like we're not doing it.
Okay.
But if we do, we have to talk in such a way that. Don't know. That sounds confusing. Anyways, the album's out. It's how many songs?
Oh, I have them here, but I don't.
I wrote them down. I guess I should.
It's not a long album. It's only 35 minutes.
It's 13 songs.
It's only 35 minutes and change.
So it's Sean approved.
It is.
For its shortness. So she starts off with an intro, End of the World, which gave me flashbacks to My Everything, her album My Everything, where she opens up with a really big intro into the album.
I do like that intro.
You are... Oh, no. Let me not try that.
What are we doing?
I was trying to... You are my... You're welcome, all right? I'm not charging you a cent for this.
No, let's not do that.
But I really enjoyed the intro. All I put was gave me flashbacks to My Everything.
Oh.
But the instrumentation was very nice for me.
That's what I put since you started using that word.
Instrumentation?
Yeah.
Okay.
I put that a lot in my notes, but...
Well, I listen to music. I dissect not only the vocals, the lyrics, but like being a band geek, the instrumentation always comes forward when I listen to music.
Yeah.
And then like lyrics come after.
I feel that because the way that is the instrumentation and arrangement the same thing? Or is it different?
I mean, yeah, the instrumentation built on the arrangement.
Okay, whatever. I just said it had a beautiful instrumentation, and I thought it clearly defined the message for the album going forward. The lyrics.
I think it did.
Yeah.
Now, I've only listened to it twice, so you're getting like hot off the press feels. Things may change.
They may change. Like when Positions came out, I did not like it at first. And I was like, I don't want to listen to this. And then I don't know, something clicked. And then I was like, oh, this is a good body of work.
It is a good body of work.
But that happens to, I guess that happens to a lot of people.
Yeah.
You might hear something the first time or second time or even third time and you're just like, not for me. But then, I don't know, something clicks.
Yeah. So the intro is just beautiful. And if you're listening to the lyrics, like Sean said, it prepares you for the next... Well, it's 12 songs because there's another interlude in there.
There's another interlude.
But the second song is called Bye, which I put down house vibes / R&B vibes, kind of like a mixture.
I put disco-y vibes because I feel like a disco-y feel to it.
Yeah, there was some 80s instrumentation into the music. So there's a lot of sounds going on into that song.
It is.
It also reminded me of Mariah Carey's "A No No" and "Get the Fuck Out."
Oh,
like stylistically, if you're trying to reference a song back, because this was like her bye song,
right?
And I feel like those are Mariah's bye songs.
Mariah has a lot of bye songs.
Mariah has a song called "Bye Bye Bye," but it is not about a love. I think it's about somebody who passed away. So I didn't want to use that one as a reference point. What did you think? Bye.
Like I said, I thought it had a disco-y vibe. And also like, it's just about, boy, bye. It's over. I'm out of here. My stuff is packed. I'm leaving.
Yeah.
But I like it. The chorus is catchy.
It is catchy.
So
our next song is called Don't Want to Break Up Again. I also put,
title.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Okay. You threw me off there.
Sorry.
I did it R&B vibes again. Did you get R&B vibes?
That's what I wrote. R&B vibes.
And then I wrote, which I love for Ariana, because I really love when Ariana taps into her R&B tone.
Listen, that first album where she basically did not remakes, but samples of old 90s R&B songs. I It made me fall in love with Ariana
Yeah.
Grande.
My interpretation of the song is about being in a relationship and ending it and thinking through the heartbreak and feels that come with it. Expecting that person to work through the relationship, but they don't until it was too late.
Ooh, that's deep.
But she does not want to cause heartbreak all at the same time. So to me, it was kind of like the cycle of breaking up, back together, cycle of breaking up, back together. Is how I kind of interpreted it.
I got that from there. I didn't get as deep in getting into the meaning of the songs, but no, that one, yeah, I get it, because she's like, I don't want to break your heart again. Like, I don't want to be responsible for doing that. I don't know. It's a chill song.
It's a chill song. The whole album is pretty chill.
The whole
honestly.
album is chill until we get to Yes and.
Yeah, it's a very chill album. Saturn Returns is an interlude. I don't know if it's a median or something talking.
I feel like, is that not her grandmother too?
No, because she featured.
I know she features her there, but on Thank You Next, it's the same. It sounds like the same lady.
Maybe it is. I don't know. Anyways, but the interlude is about, it's spoken words and about waking up and starting to figure out who you are.
Yes.
And then it goes into Eternal Sunshine. What did you think of that song? Which is the name of the album, right?
Yes. Eternal Sunshine, I put R&B vibes, and I like this one.
Yay. I got R&B vibes too for that.
Yeah.
I went a little deeper.
Go ahead.
I put someone who's dealing through a difficult relationship finds herself apologizing but feeling guilty for apologizing, as she's not the person that may have done something wrong. They want to apologize, but then they feel bad. Someone who's been played and being cheated on is kind of what I got out of that song.
Hearing you say those words and me remembering what little bit of the songs I know, because I've only listened to the album twice. But yeah, I get that.
Yeah. Thank you. You guys are so welcome. I really prepared for this album review.
Oh, are you saying that I did?
No, I'm not throwing shade.
Okay.
I feel like usually we do an album review. We're like, it was good.
Like on my first listen through, it was just to listen to it.
Yeah, me too.
And just get a feel for what she's giving.
Yeah. The second one, I started Googling lyrics.
I should have did that. But like, because Spotify didn't have the lyrics yet, because it usually takes a while for them to get the lyrics. But on the second, I really tried to be that's not the word. I really wanted to concentrate on the lyrics and the instruments and really get a feel for each song individually. So I wrote down the vibe that it gave me and then kind of what I thought. So
Yeah. What about Supernatural?
Supernatural. I said Supernatural is giving an old school 80s vibe. And I feel like a couple of those coming up as well. I don't know if she's in her bag about R&B, but like she's really going 80s, 90s for me.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I thought it was a good song.
And it's good. And it is her because she is highly inspired by the singers of the 80s and the 90s.
Yeah.
So it makes sense to hear that. All I put was chill vibe. The song did not speak to me.
I think I had that for one song and then I changed it because I didn't want to sound negative.
And it's not negative.
But
the song is good.
It is.
It just in that moment, in the two times I've listened to it, didn't speak to me.
Okay.
The next song.
Wait, before we go on, Supernatural, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I did have more to say.
Oh, okay.
I said it's giving an old school 80s instrumentation. I was like, it's a cute song. There is something in the background of that song. And I don't know if it's an instrument. I don't know if it's a synthesizer. It's very reminiscent of another song. And I just could not put my finger on it.
Mm.
But there's a sound in the background. And I know it's in another song. I just could not place it.
I remember having that as I was listening to the album, but I don't remember what song it was.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to figure it out. Somebody probably wrote a whole story about it by now, but
Yeah. All right. Next song is A True Story.
I said R&B vibe, very 90s. It's giving 702, Aaliyah, 90s Mariah.
Okay, I'll go with all that. That pretty much sums up what I wrote too. I didn't dissect that one.
Yeah, it really felt like a 90s song.
Right. She was definitely telling us something.
Yeah.
And I would want to read the lyrics more. That's not one I looked up the lyrics on.
Yeah.
The next song is called The Boy Is Mine, which as soon as I read that, I was like, the boy is mine. The boy is mine. The boy is mine. Monica and Brandy. When is that, 90s?
Yes.
So before I told you that, what did you think about the song?
What do you
The
mean?
Brandy and Monica part.
Before?
Yeah.
Well, because we had this discussion during lunchtime. He was like, one of those tracks on there reminds me of another song. And I was like, I didn't process it that way. Yes, when I saw the title "The Boy Is Mine," I was like, okay, I know that's the title of a Brandy and Monica song, but like listening to it, I don't know, it was just a fun song to me.
I thought it was fun too, but I had to go see if there was anything behind that song. And Ariana did say that in an Apple Music interview, she confirmed that she loves the original Boy Is Mine song with Brandy and Monica. And she always wanted to find a way to reimagine the song in some kind of way. And this was her reimaginative The Boy Is Mine. Cool. Which, if she did steal a man. The next track.
Oh, that's what you meant.
Yes, that's what it meant. Go to
The Boy Is Hers.
Fast forward to 10 minutes before this. The next song is the lead
Wouldn't
single.
that be Rewind?
Rewind? Anyways, whatever.
Yes, and.
Yes, Dan is the next one. Is the next song. I put
Say that
empowerment.
with your chest.
That's what I said. An empowerment song.
Yeah, lead single very much gives 80s house Madonna tease.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I thought it was going to be a Madonna song.
Yeah.
You take out Ariana's voice, and it could.
And this is probably the most upbeat song on the album.
Yes. The most upbeat.
Yeah.
Of this album. But I do like it. It was a grower.
Not a shower. Sorry. Yeah, the first time I heard Yes and I was like, okay. It was one of those ones that, definitely took some time to grow on me, but I do like it. I do not like the remix.
I don't like the remix yet, and there's no
shade to Mariah. We love Mariah down. I just felt like Mariah and her could have done a different song together.
Like if it was written. Thank you. What the hell? If it was written for both of them, instead of just adding on. I hate when remixes are just adding on.
When it's the same song, but we're just gonna give you another person.
Just take out the primary's voice and then add a new voice, and I don't.
And the fact, not that they sound similar, because I don't want to do that because that was the whole thing. But there's nothing special about it.
Yeah.
And if you telling me Ariana Grande and Mariah Carey are doing a song, not counting that Christmas song because Jennifer Hudson was in it, and I feel like they did Jennifer Hudson wrong, then I feel like it should be something special. And it just wasn't.
Yeah, it was just a song.
It was just a song.
Just a remix, really. I still go back and listen to the original. I'm not.
Yeah, no. We didn't need it.
No, we didn't. But I'm glad they work together.
I am.
They can show their mutual respect for each
other.
other.
And I know how much Ari loves Mariah, so great for her. The next song was We Can't Be Friends, Waiting for Your Love, which apparently is the second single because she just put out a video for it.
Okay. I did not notice that.
This one, same thing. I say R&B, 80s vibe, beautiful song.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I actually, in the instrumentation, heard, for me, some Lady Gaga tones where she's used some of those tones in her music. And some of the way she sang the song reminds me of Taylor Swift in some of her songs. And it was more of the way she delivered the song. That's obviously no shade, but those are two things came to mind when I was listening to that song. And I don't even listen to that much Taylor Swift.
Can you name a Taylor Swift song?
Bad Blood.
Oh, look at you. Can you name one of them?
No.
Okay. We are
Never Ever Getting Back Together.
there. You go.
Cool. Oh, Shake It Off.
Look at you. Are you a stan?
No. Shake it off. Shake it off.
The next track is I Wish I Hated You. I put the arrangement is beautiful. This is a beautiful song. I love a sad song. And this isn't necessarily a sad song, but it seems like to me it's coming from a place like, I miss you and I wish I could hate you, but I don't.
Yeah. I don't know. I get the part where like I want to hate you because I want to get rid of those memories.
Okay.
At least that's how I took it.
Okay.
And music and interpretation obviously is different to everybody.
Obviously. And maybe listening to it more and more, there will be a different interpretation. But
that is a song I repeated, and I don't want to get too far into it because it does spark.
Oh no, we're
bad memories.
We're emotional. I'm sorry.
But that is the route I took. I took that she doesn't want to hate you, doesn't want to wish you evil, but wants to hate you because it feels like it might help her overcome whatever it is. And this might not even be her. Obviously, it could be just a fucking song. Right. But we know she has gone through some things. A
lot of things. I mean, Mac Miller, that was her boo. And
she really loved Mac Miller.
She really did. And they were ride or die for each other. And then he passed away. And then there was Pete. And from Thank You Next, what it sounded like is that she still wasn't over Mac. And like, she appreciated Pete and loved you, but like, this wasn't working. And then now to be divorced and like, so yes, she's
gone, and she's young.
She is young.
She's gone through a lot as a young girl.
She has. And she's had to grow up
in the media
being famous, which is adds a whole nother level. Like our regular problems, like we deal with them, ourselves, and it's hard enough. I can't imagine having millions of people chime in on my relationship or what I should do or what I shouldn't do. And like, you're too skinny, you're too fat, you sound like Mariah, you're trying to take Mariah's place. Like a whole lot of things.
Yeah, I still remember watching Ari outside the VMA.
That was Rihanna.
No, we saw Ari too. Not in person, obviously. We didn't see Rihanna in person. But Ari started outside as well on the pre-show before her first album. I still remember that. We're that old.
Anyway. Imperfect for you.
I put cute song. Didn't connect.
I put it's a little country in the beginning. And then it's R&B.
I noticed that when I was listening this afternoon. I guess I did listen 3 times to the album.
Oh,
because I listened. I was eating lunch. I was eating lunch.
Okay. Yeah. There's in the beginning, like it starts off. I felt like she had like a little country twang, and then the instrumentation was also a little country, but then it kind of switches to R&B.
Yeah. It was cute.
It was cute.
And then the last song is Ordinary Things.
Oh, this is the one where I was like, another R&B track, good song, but it was ordinary for me.
I actually like the song. I like the instrumentation and how it opens. I saw it as a love song, maybe to her current boo.
Okay. I mean, I could see that. It's not a bad song. I'm not saying it's a bad song. It just didn't do anything for me.
And then her grandma comes on about.
I thought that was cute.
Talking about never going to bed angry and always kitch that motherfucker, kissing each other at.
And for that part, I was like, that's very reminiscent of Thank You Next, because there were a lot of interludes and a lot of talking after songs or in between songs about love and things. So.
Yeah. And that is our review of
Eternal Sunshine.
I don't know why I can't remember the name.
Every time I hear that now, I know that's a Jim Carrey movie, but I hear it when Kelly Clarkson is singing.
Apparently, she really likes
Jim Carrey. Yeah, I saw that article today, and I didn't read it, but yeah.
Well, if you haven't listened to Ariana's Eternal Sunshine, got it. Go check it out. Give it a stream. Get in your feels. It's an R&B. Grab a glass of wine.
Yeah.
Get up and dance when Yes and comes on, and sit your ass back down. I can hear a lot of these songs being turned into remixes with a house beat to it.
I'm sure the gays will do that. No shade. Love y'all.
Moving on through the mixtape. I know we talked a lot about Ariana, but you're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome.
It was a deep
conversation
about music. And we love music. What else you got?
So just some quick.
You are. No, that's still not it.
just some quick some medical news.
House cleaning? Housekeeping.
All right.
When they go to a conference, they're like, a few housekeeping rules. I'm like, what?
Whose house are we keeping?
Anyways. So off hinge sometimes.
So earlier this week, at a retrovirus conference, some researchers presented some favorable results in regards to an HIV vaccine.
Oh.
They've been working on
this. Sorry. Well, I'll ask my question afterwards. Go ahead.
Okay.
They are working on. Go ahead.
They have been working on a vaccine since 2000. They have spent about $17 billion.
Jesus.
I know, it's a lot of money. But that research helped us get the corona vaccine faster. That was part of that research, made it possible to speed up the timeline for a COVID vaccine.
It wasn't Trump.
No. No. That man ain't had nothing to do.
Anyways, continue.
With nothing. Why did you bring him?
I couldn't help myself.
So they've run the trials in animals. I know, sad. But both of these have resulted in being able to train the immune system to produce the white blood cells needed to attack the virus. So next steps would be like human trials slowly. This is all great news because we do need a vaccine for HIV. I know we have things like PrEP, and some people feel like they're invincible because they're on it, but that's not the case. And not to reiterate this, but HIV/AIDS is not a gay disease. Anyone can catch it. It is a virus, just like corona is, and many other viruses. But they are very hopeful that, one of these two trials will eventually lead us to a vaccine. Now, they are saying that that probably won't happen until like the 2030s.
Good Lord.
Not that, okay, we are kind of far from that, but
we just started on this journey.
But it's still good news. I know, they have definitely improved like the care that HIV patients get. The cocktails are no longer what they used to be, So all of this is a step in the right direction. And that's good news. And God knows we need good news in these times.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
What was your question?
No, I think because when you say vaccine, I think of like preventative.
Yeah.
But it is for people who have the virus.
No. is for people who don't have the virus.
Okay.
So it would be like a COVID vaccine or flu or...
Oh, okay. Because when you were explaining it, you're like, created the cells. So I thought it was fighting the infection, but it's to prevent.
Yes. So when I said that's the trials that they're running.
Oh.
And so the research has led them to these two, I don't know what the
Formulas?
Sure. Where in the animals who have the virus, it is creating or training their immune system to create the white blood cells to be able to attack the virus.
So it could be a vaccine and a cure.
It could be.
Got it. That's the part where I was
It
confused.
could be.
So
Sorry.
it's a vaccine kind of like PrEP, pre-exposure.
Right.
But it could also potentially be used to cure somebody who has the infection.
Potentially. And I know that there is a trial out there.
Because I thought that was already kind of...
Yeah, there is another trial out there where people who already have the virus have been cured of the virus. I don't know if that research is the same as this research.
Got it.
Didn't dig that deep. Kind of fresh. But either way, both of those stories are good news.
Yeah.
Because HIV/AIDS has been taking people, and I know it's not a death sentence anymore. People are living long, full lives with the virus now. But if we can prevent people from getting the virus, period, that is the end goal.
Yeah. Then the question comes, at what cost?
What do you mean?
How much is this going to cost for people?
Oh,
we're not there yet, obviously.
When it actually is there, yeah. That, I mean,
like
that
right
is,
now, pre-exposure medication
is expensive.
is expensive as hell. It's like $1,000 a bottle.
It's very expensive. And then you have a certain political party that is trying to not prevent, but
yeah, prevent
keep
you from buying PrEP.
Yeah,
keep insurance companies from covering it.
Not only PrEP, but women's post-exposure, Plan B,
all of it.
Even just like what is the pregnancy pills?
Plan B, or the morning after.
No, what are the regular pills they take?
Oh, birth control.
Birth control. I could not think of it. Yes, birth control. So like they are really like, I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Anyway, this isn't about them. Yeah.
One last question. Is it using the same, like, what's it called? The MMR?
Yes, it is.
Okay. That MMR is like a thing.
Yeah.
Of like, I don't fully understand it, but
that
seems to be the thing that's being used in a lot of new vaccines.
Yes. And that was what helped speed up the COVID vaccine.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that is your healthcare news for the day. Really great news to hear. And we'll see how the United States handles the distribution of that at any point when it comes out, because as of right now, PrEP is hard to find for people, the pre-exposure med and even the post-exposure.
Yeah.
But at least there's local community clinics that are out there helping support the endeavors through grants. Here in Tampa, we have Metro Inclusive Health, CAN Community Health, which is across the U.S., I guess.
Yeah.
But those are two of the big ones here in Tampa that provide or can provide these services almost free for some people.
Yes.
Because, insurance companies are whack.
So whack.
And speaking of whack,
oh Lord,
this is our transition. It's a bad transition. You know who are whack? What is whack? This should have been my issue instead of the mixtape.
Who is whack? What is whack?
Airlines. Airlines are fucking whack.
Why are airlines
over the last 2 months, airlines have increased their fucking baggage fees, and it's annoying as fucking hell if you can't tell, because I've dropped a lot of F-bombs there. We're looking now at prices hovering between $30 and $45 per bag.
Listen, it's already expensive as hell to fly anywhere. And then you got to worry about I got to pay for a bag. Not one way, both.
Girl, and your seat. You want a seat?
And your seat. Unless you're traveling by yourself and
you don't mind the middle seat.
You're not particular about where you sit.
Who the hell wants to sit in the middle seat? Unless you know the person on the left or the right.
Yeah, that's not an experience I want.
I've been there. It was not fun.
So, I mean, yes, airlines are getting out of control with all of their fees. And then on top of that, they want to raise prices.
Raise prices, charge you for more. And then the reason this came to mind is because, like, y'all have heard all the issues going on in airlines right now. United alone this week had multiple incidents. A tire came off an aircraft as it was taking off in San Francisco, I think, or LAX. The tire landed on a car in the employee parking lot, smashed through the back of the car, and ruined like a fence. Can you imagine if somebody was on there?
Oh my God.
They would have been dead. They also had an engine. It didn't catch fire. The engine didn't catch fire. I want to be specific here.
Was it just smoking?
The compressor stalled, which seemed to cause a fire. So you see like flames out of the fire. So the suck bang blow of how an engine, that's how I was taught about an engine, okay? Suck bang blow. That was officially,
sounds like a good time.
It was officially the training I received when I worked in the airlines. But like the suck bang blow wasn't working right, which is why it looked like the engine was on fire.
Got it.
Then just today, a plane rode off the runway. They're not sure what happened there yet. There hasn't been a confirmation. And then what was the last one? I think that, something, as the pilots were landing somewhere else, the rudder, which is the thing on the back of the plane, you know, where the
on the
logo
tail.
is. Yes. That piece of rudder is so important to a plane. It got stuck during landing rollout. So I'm like, y'all are steady here charging me more so I can just fucking potentially die.
I mean, put that on top of that door flying out. Well, it wasn't a door, but it was a door.
Alaska Airlines. Y'all,
I can't.
so I'm going to tell you something. Y'all always like, oh, y'all always on a cruise. Y'all always on a cruise.
Yeah.
You want to know why? Because I don't have to pay $500 just to get to the place I want to go.
Mm.
And then I got to find a hotel. I got to eat food. I got to do attractions. I got to go see things. What am I going to do? Just go in my hotel room?
Now, I can hear people already being like, well, there was that poop cruise and then there was a storm and all those people got kicked around the ship because the waves were rocking and those people that got left in Jamaica.
Nobody got left in Jamaica. Those people are fucking dramatic. The boat moved away for a little bit of time so it wouldn't just bash into the pier. And then people wanted to cry bloody murder.
Look, the moral of the story
Now,
is...
the poop cruise, I give it to you. That was just a complete and utter disaster on Carnival's part. They should have ported in Mexico and left it there. And not say like, oh, let's take a half-ass working ship and cross it through the Gulf of Mexico. Stupidest thing they've ever done.
Okay, this isn't about Carnival.
No,
this
but
is
I just
about
want to
airlines.
get that off my chest. Say it with your chest.
Remember it? I don't know. I think it was last week. We were watching a YouTube video of people putting their Spirit, not Frontier, carry-on bags in the thing to make sure it fit the size. And if not, you had to pay $100. I'm like, this is why I hate those. I hate Spirit and Frontier. And I get why people take them because they're allegedly cheap. But by the time you add up all the fees to go to wherever you're going, you could have paid for a regular flight on another airline.
No, I agree with you. Like, don't come at me, but I don't know how y'all out here flying with these little ass carry-on bags that they allow on these planes.
And that's the thing, because people are trying to get around that, right? So they'll try to put as much clothes as they can in the carry-on or their personal.
That's why they're measuring.
That's why they're measuring.
Yeah.
Because they're like, yeah, nope, y'all gonna have to pay one way or the other. I'm like, I just hate being nickel and dime. Just like, tell me this is going to be the price for you, your bag, and your trip.
Exactly.
And let it be that.
And this is why I choose Virgin Voyages, not sponsored.
Sponsors in.
But I don't have to pay another dime on there unless I want to buy alcohol.
And even then, sometimes you don't have
And
to.
if you get a good deal like we've been getting, I still haven't paid a dime for a fucking drink. Like, so until airlines get their life together, I hate to say the government needs to get involved because I hate the government always being involved in shit, but the airlines need to tighten up their shit because right now they out here charging whatever the fuck they want. And you have to pay it if you need or want to go somewhere.
You got to pay it. Some of them flights, I look at it, I'm like, I don't know who's paying this to go to this place.
Right. Like nowhere exciting.
Like nowhere exciting. Why is this ticket almost $1,000?
Yeah. Like Boston is exciting. I am going to Boston for work. My plane ticket cost $460. Leaving on a Monday, coming back on a Wednesday. It's not even like a weekend
That
trip.
don't make no sense.
And that's without a bag. Because JetBlue's charging for carry-ons now too. Like everybody's charging for everything. Soon they're going to be like, do you want to fucking breathe?
And then the other airlines, they want to get as much money as possible. So now we have economy. We have premium economy. We have
they got two versions of economy.
They do
now.
have two versions of economy.
It's like economy or economy with a bag. You're saving like $2.
And each tier has a little bit something extra. A little bit
You
something
want your
extra.
seat included? Buy economy plus 3, 4, 6, 7, 9.
It's annoying.
It's ridiculous. Airlines, get your fucking life together. You're ridiculous. You're getting out of hand. And at least provide me with a plane that ain't going to fall out the damn sky.
That part too.
All right? Because you just charge and you ain't fixing. I think a lot of it also has to do with them hiring people that are not trained well. At least from a maintenance perspective, COVID had a lot of things to do with that. The industry lost a lot of people in the hospitality world, and now they're just having to compensate. And if you need to cut a flight to here or there to save so you can invest on your maintenance, do what you need to do, because killing 200 plus people is not going to be the deal for you.
Nah, it's not going to work out.
And that sounded like my issue. But
I mean, that was your issue. We're going to call it your issue.
All right. Are we still going to the issue?
I don't have one.
We don't have an issue. So we have no issue for you today.
I mean, we gave y'all a cute 50 minutes.
She cute.
And it might be longer because we might insert some Ariana clips, but we're not sure yet.
Are you talking to me?
No,
or
I'm talking to them.
specifically? Okay. Sorry, guys, because we sometimes will have conversations in the middle of the pod and then we'll come back into the pod. So I was just clarifying who he
It's okay.
was talking to.
Look, y'all know how this show rolls at this point, I would hope. Unless you're new here. If you are, welcome to the mess.
Yes, we should have been called the Hot Mess Express.
Speaking of, can we talk about...
Sure, dude. This is your podcast too. Go ahead.
So, coming in the future,
TBD.
we are
TBA.
possibly launching a mini podcast.
A mini podcast series.
So, we like to watch shows.
Brought to you by.
We love to do commentary between me and him. So, we want to include y'all in that. We already have the first show that we will be doing. It is Couple to Thruple on Peacock.
Thruple.
Peacock is free, so you can watch this show for free if you want to go ahead and get a head start. But we will be taking it episode by episode and talking about it. We aren't finished watching the show yet. We have one more episode to go, but we are very invested in the show for a couple of reasons.
Wait, did you tell them what we're going to call it?
I have not told them what we're going to call it because that is not set in stone.
Okay, never mind.
But if you wanna preview it,
No, it's fine. We will announce it when it's ready.
Okay.
We are just, because one podcast wasn't enough. We want to do a second one.
But stay tuned for that. Hopefully it will be around soon.
Yes. And we don't make a penny off this podcast, but you can do something to help us out to grow. What can I do?
You can leave us a review and rate us on whatever platform you're on. We would love 5 stars if you feel like we are worthy. But please write, review. That really helps the pod grow. It pushes us out to other places and we get recognized. So,
yes. And then share us with your community. Like if we post a clip of our trailer or an episode, share it out so they can follow the path back to us. And hopefully we gain some new listeners. So we always say that's the easiest way to support our show. And again, we don't make money and we're not 100% into this for money, but we would like to see us grow. So
yeah,
please do.
And if you know someone that you think would be a good guest on the show, let us know. Send us an email, mannyandsean@gmail.com, MANNYANDSHAWN, or you can DM us on the gram or X. And you can find us there by using MASXP23.
Yes, and breaking news here. We also have a phone number. So if you want to send us your questions, you want to tell us a spicy little story you want us to read online, or you just want to say something, I don't know, need advice, you can call or text us at 813-461-4493. 813-461-4493. That's not my personal cell phone, but you can definitely call and text that and we'll get your message, boo.
Yes. So that's something new we've added to the show. So do it.
Yes. And we have more interviews coming in the coming weeks. So we look forward to sharing those with you. If you did not catch the Lupe Dragon interview, go back and check it out. Episode 67.
Yes.
I really enjoyed that conversation, and she is talented and has been pressing on to grow her music as well. So we're here to support those who are in this creator world.
Stuck in the middle.
Yes. Anyways, that's it for us today, folks. Thank you for joining us.
Yes.
We hope you'll do all the things and continue to follow us. Yeah. That's all I got for you today. It's been a very tiring week.
Yeah, we're going to go eat because I feel like he's hungry.
I'm hungry. I'm not mean yet.
And we don't want you to get there.
As we like to say here on the Manny and Sean Experience podcast.
Do something good for yourself.
And then do something good for somebody else. You know, I need some Bath & Body candles. They're $12.95 currently. So if you want to buy me a candle or something, send it to me.
You want to do a buy me a candle link?
Oh, buy me a candle. Yes.
I don't know if that exists.
I don't even know how to do that. Anyways, we're out of here. Goodbye. Thank you. Have a great rest of your week. And thank you for tuning in.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. Go and say what you chant.
And